So I first met Savannah through another nurse that I work with. And so she was referred to me as um, just somebody that was interested in traveling, that was working at the hospital my nurse was working at. And um, she just, the nurse that I was working with at the time just said really great things about me. And so Savannah and I kind of connected, and then bing, bang, boom, we're traveling. The best part of working with Savannah uh, is, I'm going to be honest, it's her attitude. Savannah is pleasant to work with. She knows what she wants, but she's open enough to like new ideas that working with her as a traveler, it really feels like I'm working with like an actual traveler, not somebody that's just trying to get from point A to point B. And it's really refreshing to work with her because of that. Savannah is one of the only people that I've ever met that is actively looking to go somewhere cold instead of somewhere warm. She and her boyfriend Connor both they have huskies, and they're trying to go somewhere cold so that their huskies can experience snow, which to me doesn't make any sense at all. And I think that she's crazy for it. But like, I mean, I've seen snow and I can tell you all about it. It's the worst.
My name is Savannah. I'm a NICU traveler, obviously with Atlas, and I've been traveling with Braden since May, and he's been my only recruiter, and that's who I've been with since May, because I'm actually on my first contract and I extended, so he's been my one and only. I had met Corey when she came on a travel assignment at Children's, where I worked perm. And I had talked to her about interest in traveling, and she was like, well, let me know. I have this awesome recruiter. Actually, when COVID hit, my hospital was initially offering like an incentive resignation where you could resign and they would pay you after you left for a couple weeks. And I was like, oh, well, this is the perfect time. You know, I've always wanted to travel. My boyfriend's a nurse. We wanted to do some traveling together. So I was like, this is the best time to do it. We have 2 doggos, and they love to travel and go hiking and things like that. So we love to go places like that. So that's what kind of drew me to it. And just getting to go new places every 13 weeks. You know, it's fun to be staff, but it's also fun to start somewhere fresh. I was a little worried about the transition to another unit in terms of size, acuity, you know, the type of patients I would see, how they follow their policies and procedures. And knowing the fact that as a traveler, you get like 2 days orientation and then they're like, okay, peace out, see you later. The unit we went to in PA, everything is completely opposite than what I'm used to. So that definitely took a minute to get used to. You know, the charting is epic, which I didn't have any experience with, but it was super easy to pick up. And then their policies and procedures are very different from what I was used to. So I had a very staff nurse mentality. So Corey kind of helped me develop that into more of like a traveler mentality and keeping an open mind and knowing that like you just got to roll with it. And, you know, you kind of learn it as you go kind of thing, and you just ask for help if you need it. And just, you know, learning to be away from family. You know, I've lived with my boyfriend for 3 years now. So then all of a sudden living somewhere else and seeing him like twice every 2 weeks, that was just a big change. But that was definitely the hardest part. But I definitely think the benefits outweigh the bad things. My contract is up the beginning of November, and we just put a deposit down on an RV. So we're gonna go into an RV with both of our boys and do some traveling, hopefully for about a year or so. So Braden's gonna help us get in there. It'll be fun for him and I to start a kind of new adventure with our boys. They'll love it. So Braden's just awesome. You know, he's from the start, you know, he's been very open and honest about what he can do, what he can't do, what he thinks, what he doesn't think. So it's never kind of been like I wonder if they're telling me the truth, or I wonder if they're giving me the best pay, or, you know, things that you don't even think about as a new traveler. He's just a lot of fun to be around, which just makes my job easier and makes him easier knowing that like we can trust each other and that he can know that like I'm not just going to get up and leave kind of thing. So it makes the relationship very easy, and he's just a hoot. So he's just super funny, and he, as we all know, Braden just does a bunch of crazy things, so it just makes it easy to really like him. living here in Northern Virginia and originally Maryland before that, our dogs haven't really seen a lot of snow. We really want to go somewhere, preferably out west. We'd love somewhere like Utah, Montana, Colorado, somewhere where we can get some nice cold weather for the boys and get some snow, because they just absolutely love being outside, but would love some snow for them to run around in. So if you look on any like travel nursing newbie page or anything like that, it's always good things about Atlas. I can't imagine being with anybody else, just because my experience has been so good with Atlas that I don't really have an interest in being with anybody else.